Astral projection, also known as an out-of-body experience, is the ability to shift consciousness, the core of awareness itself, out of the physical body and into another mode of perception. This other mode is often described as the astral body, a vehicle of awareness that is not bound by physical limits. Through it, awareness can move beyond time and space, enter non-physical environments, and interact with layers of reality that do not operate according to physical rules. Many seekers describe entering the spirit world. Others describe accessing Akashic records, symbolic spaces where information feels remembered rather than learned. Some speak of traveling through realms that exist only on the astral plane, places often described as ancient or archetypal, such as Shambhala. In these environments, awareness may encounter intelligences or teachers that seem familiar, as if known before memory. These encounters are often described as instructive rather than dramatic. They tend to offer insight into how life can be lived with more balance, clarity, and alignment. Some also describe learning how energy functions within the self, how latent abilities awaken, and how attention itself becomes a tool, especially when what is encountered is integrated rather than idolized. Interest in astral projection has increased noticeably. More people are searching for ways to experience it. Information is abundant. Videos, books, and techniques are easy to find. Yet despite the volume of material available, most explanations miss the same essential point. Every legitimate method of astral projection relies on the same underlying mechanics. There are three foundational elements that always appear. If even one of them is misunderstood or applied at the wrong time, the experience does not occur. This is not because the seeker lacks ability, but because the mind and body are being given conflicting instructions. The seeker approach begins with clarity rather than mysticism. Astral projection is not something added to awareness. It is something allowed once interference is removed. Understanding the mechanics matters more than collecting techniques. The first foundational element is relaxation. This is often mentioned but rarely explained correctly. Relaxation is not meant to happen during the attempt to leave the body. Its purpose is to clear residual stress from the system before the attempt ever begins. Mental tension, emotional residue, and physical tightness all anchor awareness to the body. If they remain present, attention stays local and separation becomes difficult. Many methods suggest breathwork immediately before attempting astral projection. While breathwork is useful for calming the nervous system, it also directs attention into the body. Attention becomes focused on the lungs, the nose, and physical sensation. This grounding effect works against separation. When awareness remains body-focused, symptoms often appear. Pressure, heat, itching, swallowing, or the urge to move arise. These sensations are not signs of progress. They are indicators that attention has become fixated on the physical form. Relaxation is still essential, but timing matters. Stress release is most effective when done hours earlier, ideally 2 to 3 hours before any attempt. During this time, the nervous system settles naturally. Awareness gradually detaches from bodily sensation as attention moves to ordinary activities like eating, resting, or light engagement. By the time the body lies down, attention is already less entangled with physical input. This creates the conditions necessary for separation. The second foundational element is clarity of intent. Awareness must understand what it is being asked to do. When intent is clear, the subconscious responds accurately. The subconscious mind is always listening, not only to words, but to assumptions, images, and expectations. When the intention to leave the body arises, it moves beyond surface thought into deeper layers of awareness. This is why seekers naturally begin searching for information when interest in astral projection appears. Cause precedes effect. The system is orienting itself toward an experience that has not yet been fully integrated. From another angle, the subconscious is attempting to understand what experience is being requested. Visualization is often used at this stage, but it is frequently misunderstood. Visualization is not meant to recreate the experience in detail, it is meant to communicate intent. If a seeker has never projected before and imagines the experience as vague or dreamlike, the subconscious interprets that as a request for a dream. In response, lucid dreaming often occurs. This is not failure, it is accurate execution of unclear instruction. If separation has occurred before, even briefly or accidentally, that memory becomes a reference. The subconscious now knows what is being requested. It can reproduce the pathway more easily. If separation has never occurred, familiarity must be built first. This is where separation exercises matter. Exercises that allow sensation without physical movement, awareness without muscle, or extension of perception without leaving the body create internal reference points. These references teach the subconscious what separation feels like before full projection occurs. Once the experience has been registered, repetition strengthens the pathway. Over time, the process becomes less mental and more automatic. Awareness moves through familiar territory rather than guessing what to do next. The third foundational element is letting go. This is the point where many seekers struggle, not because letting go is difficult, but because control feels safer. Early in practice, some degree of control is necessary to establish conditions. However, there is a threshold beyond which control becomes interference. Letting go means allowing the subconscious to complete the process that has already been initiated. Separation may occur in different ways. Some experience rolling or sliding sensations. Others experience phasing or a sudden relocation of awareness. Some feel space dissolve and reassemble elsewhere. The form does not matter. What matters is paying attention to how separation happens naturally. Each experience teaches the subconscious which pathways feel most familiar. Over time, patterns emerge. Sensations repeat. Transitions become recognizable. Eventually, awareness can enter these states deliberately. This does not happen through force. It happens through familiarity. Letting go does not mean waiting passively or hoping something happens. It means recognizing that enough has already been done. The remaining movement belongs to the subconscious. Astral projection is not something to be chased. It is something that unfolds once resistance drops. The seeker understands that this ability is not external. It is not granted by technique. It is revealed when conditions are correct. Working with the subconscious rather than against it is essential. It is listening constantly. Clear intent, proper timing, and patience allow the process to unfold naturally. With repetition, separation becomes less dramatic and more ordinary, not because it loses depth, but because it becomes familiar. This is how the extraordinary integrates into awareness without distortion. That is the foundation. Practice refines it, attention stabilizes it, and understanding allows it to unfold without force. If this resonated with you, share it with a friend. Please like and subscribe to support the channel. Awaken, ascend, become.